brain is the big key here. What you think matters. It really becomes physical. Now we can see immediately change happen in our life. Everybody's, I want this, I want to have that experience, whatever, but they don't understand it's really true. All you have to do, as the children say, is think about it. Every time you think about what you want, that is chemistry in your blood. So it's just like taking a dose of coffee or some substance that you really like. The more you drink it, the more effect it has on your bloodstream. Same thing with your thoughts. It's not just hoping and wishing, even though those are chemicals. It's about the focus. Can you focus? Can you hold that thought? Can you intensify that thought so profoundly that the chemistry just takes over the direction of all your tissues? When that happens, guess what? Your whole radiance, your whole electromagnetic field, we think about that in terms of aura, the magnetism that's radiating from you, it shifts. And the more powerful that becomes, the more gravitational and the more forceful that magnet becomes in every cell of your body, that you can manifest whatever you can really focus on and chemicalize immediately. This is so important to grasp. So people are having all kind of perceptions on how they can, quote, manifest. But it's really very simple. All the other forms of matter in your environment, the more magnetic, depends on the magnetic frequency of the object you want to manifest, it will attract it to you. The more electrical the frequency is of your tissues, the further away the event or the object will be from your presence. And it's very, very important that you understand that. Experiences you don't want to have, all you have to do is make sure that the electrical field in your tissues relative to that experience is very powerful. And if that's the case, you'll never have that experience in your life. That's why you don't want to, as they say, fear anything, because fear is a very magnetic thought. You have to understand that. So if there's something you don't want to experience, you never want to be, quote, afraid of it. See, nobody ever taught you that kind of secret, but it's actually all about the chemistry and the electromagnetic fields that you create from the chemistry that is created by your thoughts, therefore translated by your brain into a chemistry released into your bloodstream. So simple. So I've wanted for decades to be able to tell you this. All the books that you've been buying, I've been to think that you can be alone. You can never be alone. That's why your capacity to be able to enjoy and to unify with other beings, most of all, the 23 trillion cells within yourself, is so important to master this lifetime. You've got to learn how to communicate with self, all the 23 trillion of your cells, as well as the 23 trillion of somebody else's body or multiple bodies, to be able to have what is known as genuine harmony. You've got to be able to do that. So, for you to be able to be relevant and appropriate, and most of all, manifest exactly what you want at the moment, in the moment, based on your thinking. So, you got to know what melanin is, and we have to stop referring to ourselves in a singular wavelength, like blue or red or yellow or brown. You're just talking about a few wavelengths of light, which is information. When you refer to yourself as melanated, you're talking about an infinite amount of energy, an infinite amount of knowledge, etc. So in my book that you mentioned, I talk about this. The book is entitled Vitamins and Minerals from A to Z.